What's up, guys? Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Destiny. And yesterday, we saw the debut of Bungie's newest addition to the game, the quote-unquote weekly raid challenge mode. I'm using the quote-unquote to signify the air quotations I'm doing with my fingers right now that you can't see, because weekly raid challenge mode is a term that I use rather loosely. And if you look back in my commentary over the last few days, ever since Bungie revealed in their weekly update just exactly what the aforementioned challenge mode is, I feel it's a little bit of a misleading representation of just exactly what challenge mode is and offers. And probably, more than likely, should be called weekly raid assassination targets, because that's precisely what they are. They're stipulated assassination targets. But you know what they say, a rose by any other name would still smell just as sweet. But they also say, every rose has its thorn, just like every dog has its day. And what I mean by that is there are some very vocal people in the community right now speaking up for a very small portion of players, because they feel that the challenge for this mode just wasn't there. And I feel like their anger should be directed towards what I said about 30 seconds ago, that Bungie really dropped the ball on the title of this activity. I don't feel like you should be angry at the actual activity itself. The activity is fine. But if Bungie would have named it better, most people wouldn't have been assuming that they were gonna get an experience that just wasn't delivered. Alright, fair enough. I feel you. However, I also feel like if I could put myself in that perspective, to understand that you weren't stimulated by this activity, it didn't offer you the challenge that you were seeking, then can you allow yourself to see this from the perspective of the rest of the community? It's no secret that RNG being tied to leveling is a frustrating aspect of Destiny. That is a universal truth in Destiny. I think the majority of the community can all come together and agree upon in unison. However, it's also equally as frustrating as a player who does not and cannot routinely and beat these activities, or find enough players for these activities, actually finally do complete these activities and receive absolutely no progression in-game for their time spent. This is a very real situation that has affected a significant portion of the player base. So you must realize that if you consistently complete raids and make flawless passages weekly, that you are already completing the endgame activity designed for the top 1% of the player population. However, for players who don't get this satisfaction, whether limited to actual player skill or lack of matchmaking in the game, I'm fairly certain you could agree that making no progression equates to making no fun. Carrot on a stick gameplay only works if there's a carrot on the stick. And yesterday, Bungie put a fresh new carrot on the stick. And they didn't make it easier to get to the carrot. Nope. But goddamn it, they made that carrot taste a lot fucking better, didn't they? That's how I see this challenge mode, the weekly raid assassinations. The challenges in the game didn't get easier. War Priest didn't get easier. The raid didn't get easier. The loot just got a little bit better. That's all. And I feel like this was a very successful debut and addition to the game, since not only has the tower had more people in it over the last 24 hours than the last few weeks, but it's also enticed people like me who are fully capable of doing the raid, but haven't because they feel the rewards don't match the effort put forth. But now, it's convinced people like me to give King's Fall a try, and you know what? I had a really fun time. And it felt fresh and new to me. And I'm fairly certain that this feels fresh and new to a lot of people because the raids are still fresh and new to a large amount of people in the game. And I want to remind you that. Don't lose perspective of that. And I hope Bungie doesn't back down after this and continues to expand on this idea, because I would love to see this bring new relevancy to year 1 raids as well. You know, seeing weekly scaled versions of the raid to compete at a chance for some year 2 Vote of Glass or Crota weapons, maybe? Possibly? Feel like additions like that would be pretty fucking sweet. But before you guys go and lamb blast this debut, remember this. It's only week 1. War Priest is the easiest boss in the raid and will most likely get harder and more complex as the challenges and these weeks progress. But the fact that these challenges are bringing players back to the game, even if it's just for a few hours a week, then that's a success. Success. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. Tell me in the comment section down below what your thoughts are about the new weekly raid challenges. Were you happy with this debut? I know you gotta be happy with the loot. Can't nobody be unhappy with the loot. But if you are unhappy, are you pretty disappointed that Bungie dropped the ball with the naming of this activity? Because it seems to me if you want to be mad about anything, that's probably where you should direct your angers. Whoever is in charge of Bungie to make this activity called challenge mode. Because it's more of like a weekly raid assassination target type deal. So tell me in the comment section down below. My name's Jay. MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to see you guys later.